I want to talk to you a little bit about tiger barbs, one of my favorite fish to keep. If you want to keep these fish but you're worried about the aggression, don't be. There's lots of ways, as with any aggressive tropical fish, to help reduce that and keep them, and you can enjoy them for the long term. If you're going to keep these fish, understand they can get up to 3 inches long, and they are aggressive. And they can live up to 7 years, so if you're going to get them, make sure you're ready for a commitment. These guys like water temperature anywhere between 74 to 75, 78 degrees, in that sweet spot of any tropical fish. Some tropical fish do like it a lot warmer, but we're not talking about them. We're talking about tiger barbs right now. If you're going to keep these guys, this is a 55 gallon I keep them in, which is plenty enough room. You can go a little smaller, but I always recommend bigger the better. They love bloodworms, they love frozen foods, and they'll eat just about anything. I feed them extreme aquatics, anything from nano to soapfly to krill flake, and they get a varied diet, and as a result, they've grown great and they're super colorful. A lot of people online recommend keeping them in tanks in groups of 6 to 7. This is a mistake. You're going to need more than that. I keep 13 to 15 of these guys in here. The more you put in here, the better. It's going to help reduce that aggression. As far as tank mates, they will generally leave cory cats alone, and anything that's semi-aggressive, just like the tiger barbs, will work as well. Anything like electric blue acaras that can handle themselves, gouramis, things of this nature. There's a lot of different fish that can not put up with their crap, so to speak. This is the kind of fish you're going to want to keep with them if you want to have different tank mates. Stay away from anything that has long fins. You don't want to put neon tetras in there. Any peaceful, passive fish is going to get destroyed. Do not do it. Now, having said that, it is possible. Every situation is different. Every fish is different. They have personalities just like human beings, and it can be anywhere from docile to mild to mean. It's like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get, and that's with any fish in this hobby. So your situation is going to be different than mine. So you might be able to keep them with neon tetras and passive fish. Do I recommend it? No, but it's a trial and error thing. As far as pH goes with these guys, they're in that sweet spot, that general range, anywhere from 6.8 up to 8.0. I keep mine around neutral. Most of my tanks are in that range of 7.0 to 7.5. You want to test your tap water, see what it is coming out of the tank, because if it's ridiculously low or ridiculously high, you might need to adjust. And if you need to adjust your pH, I recommend doing it naturally using something like crushed coral if you have to raise it, which is also going to buffer it. And by buffer it, I mean it's going to raise the pH and maintain it there and keep it consistent. And when you're talking about pH, you want to keep that pH consistent. If you can't keep a consistent pH, don't mess with it. You don't want to swing your pH, because that's by far going to be more detrimental to the fish than anything. Leave it alone if you can't keep a consistent pH, or you don't have a nice pH coming out of your tap water. The key to pH is buffering it so it stays a consistent pH even during water changes. But getting back to the tiger barbs, they are a fish that was from like Indonesia and Borneo, but all the fish we get now are pretty much tank bred, so they don't know what it is to be from their native setting anymore. Does that change thousands of years of DNA code? No, but there is a thing called nurture by nature, and if these guys are tank bred, I don't really think there's an issue. So the aquarium that you have set up would just be fine. But as you can see in my tank, I have lots of plants, lots of driftwood, lots of things for them to swim around and swim through. And what this also does is break up line of sight to help reduce that aggression. So as long as you keep them in a very clean tank with good water parameters, and you do your due diligence, meaning no ammonia, no nitrites, and your nitrates are pretty low, from anywhere from 20 to 40 ppm, you're going to be okay. get on a good consistent water change, as with any fish in any aquarium you have, every 2 weeks or whatever the case may be, every week, or whatever you need to do. Your nitrates are going to tell you when it's time to do a water change, or if you just do it every week or every 2 weeks, that's fine too. But sometimes if you're doing a water change when you don't need to, you're doing more harm to your fish as far as stress than you need to be doing. So my suggestion is always have a water test kit on hand so you can keep track of your nitrates and your water parameters, and that'll tell you when you need to take action. A lot of people are afraid to keep these fish because their aggression, and I can understand that, because if you follow my channel at all, you'll see many videos of these guys going after each other and going crazy. I've had them stress other tiger barbs in the tank to the point they ended up dying from stress. This is going to happen when you keep these fish, and that's going to happen with any aggressive fish you may keep. But as you can see how pretty and how beautiful they are, and they're just one of my favorite fish, if not my favorite fish, period. It's very rewarding to keep them. You'll enjoy them for years as long as you do your due diligence and you take care of them. They'll take care of you. So, yeah. That's basically it about the tiger barb. There's a lot more we can get into it, but this is just a quick species profile on them. If you have any questions about them, leave them in the comments below. I can do even more videos on them if you like. Let me know. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you enjoyed the video.